What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. For those of you that are straight out of work, all tired, sweaty, thank you for joining.
On this thirsty Thursday.
On this thirsty Thursday, I got something for you guys to drink tonight.
Hey.
Fucking get some vitamins.
That's right.
Some knowledge.
That's right.
Some wisdom.
That's right.
Welcome in to all you mothers. I know you're probably tired from yelling at your kids and yelling at your husband because you found his extra phone inside the car in the trunk.
What about yelling at the Sancho?
I'm just kidding.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Hey.
But no, all like, you know, I joke around a lot, but thank you for joining. I appreciate you guys.
On this emergency live.
On this emergency live.
Unexpected.
We have to address some issues.
Yes, definitely.
Some
But before we get into that.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to go off already.
Yeah, I already know. You already have it ready to go.
It's all right. Besides all that, before I do go off, NORBEEZ, how was your day?
It was pretty good. You know, it was productive. I think I told you I finished the music video I was working on last night. I finished it, and I'm very happy about it because let me tell you, editing a music video, it's different. You know, this is my second music video that I've done.
Yeah.
The last one was from Amora. Yeah, shout out to Amora.
Who is that? A Chicano rapper or what is that?
Who, Amora?
Yeah.
She's an R&B singer.
Oh, she's a singer.
Yeah, she was a singer. Right. She was the first music video I did. Yeah, it was a good one. Check it out. It's Hit My Line by Amora. She used to be part of Danny Trejo's record label. Since then, she's an independent artist, and she's currently in Texas now.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to her.
All right. Yeah, shout out. For many of you guys are putting what's a Trollo. We're going to get into that right now and also talk about this Cholo contract that I guess some people think that they have or whatever. So we're going to go over that in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, go for it, bro. What were you saying?
Aside from that, yeah, I'm very happy that I finished it. It's always a difficult process, mainly because, you know, I'm self-taught. So I don't really, I didn't go to school to do this stuff.
I can tell. I can tell you didn't go to school for this. I could tell by all the calls that we receive.
Hey, but don't let nobody ever tell you can't do it, all right?
Yeah, NORBEEZ gets it done.
Or you have to go to school to get it done.
He just needs to go to school on some phone, some Pacific Bell. Hey, does Pacific Bell still exist? No, right?
No. They got bought out. They got bought out by AT&T.
By AT&T?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was its own little
Spectrum
thing.
bought them out, didn't they?
I don't know. But
you know, for all you guys that don't know, those are old ass phone companies.
But you know what's interesting? Most people don't know that all the antennas throughout the nation are owned by AT&T. So even if there is no AT&T, everybody pays rent to AT&T to use their antennas.
Do some of the? I wonder if some of the what do you call those? The payphones still work. They probably don't, huh?
I think some do.
Some of them still do.
Some like in federal buildings. Federal buildings or like county buildings. I think they still have them. But I don't know. When I went to traffic court, I don't think I saw one. They have the booth still. No, those old booths.
Yeah.
You know who has them? Philippe's. I don't know if they work, but they still have some of the phones right inside.
Oh, okay.
With a booth.
Dope. Do you miss the old phones?
No, not really.
I remember back in the day, I used to hop on the party line. And my grandpa had the rotary phone where you had to go and you know, for every number. But if you messed up a number or you slipped out of your hand, you had to start all over, hang up and start all over. And I remember my grandpa used to lock his phone in the room. He'd be like, "Don't be on the phone all night. That's why my phone bill's all high."
Yeah.
You know, and then my grandma would hide her phone because I'd be accepting collect calls from the homies that would call. So the phone bill went up a lot. And then she'd be like, "Don't be using that *69 because that costs 75 cents every time." And it would show on the phone bill, like you use this or you blocked your number or whatever. And I remember they would lock their own phone. So I went to I forgot where it was at. I bought just the phone with the dial and the cord. I didn't even buy the whole phone. I bought just a little thing from somebody, and I would connect it into her thing because her little plug was on the outside of her door. So I would be using that, you know.
That's hella.
Yeah. I know, huh? Are we over our 5 minutes?
You know what? Let me check it out.
Or go ahead and bring up something else. So.
No, you know what I do miss as far as like phone things? I miss and I don't know if you ever watched it, but there was these Spanish shows like on Channel 22 where you could actually call in and you could actually play some game that they had on the screen.
Yeah.
By using the dial tone, you could actually hear it. But that I missed that. I missed that you could do that because I called once and I was actually playing. I guess you were able to win prizes if you actually won the game.
Yeah.
But that I do miss from the phone stuff. You don't do that anymore. I mean, everybody has a smartphone, so
Yeah, everybody has a smartphone in their hand.
yep.
All right. I hope you guys are having a good day. Tonight, if you guys don't know, I will let you know. We're gonna have we usually call it the oldie show, but tonight we're gonna be playing some 90s R&B along with some new R&B and also taking your dedications. Everybody's been hitting me up for R&B. When you do R&B, like or oldies, R&B and oldies, do R&B too. So
I am a fan of R&B.
you know that and R&B and freestyle they've been asking for. So
Look, what's freestyle?
so freestyle will be like 80s, 80s like Lisa,
Oh, that's
and
freestyle.
Stevie B. Yeah, so
I don't know. I was thinking of rap. When I hear freestyle, I think of rap.
Oh, really?
Like freestyling rap.
Oh, okay. Nah, freestyle's like 80s disco.
Oh, okay.
You know, not like 70s disco is a little bit slower, but 80s disco is called freestyle.
Yeah.
You know, like so. Yeah. Now.
No, I love it, man. I love having the oldies, having the R&Bs. I mean, yeah, you know what? Now let me ask you, Marvelous.
What?
Everybody, you know, can you play R. Kelly?
That's funny.
Is that still a thing, or is that still a no? Cause
You know what?
I recently saw somebody on the reel and they had it on there. I'm like, and in my mind, I'm like, is she gonna get in trouble for that?
I feel like everybody jumps on the bandwagon when somebody says that, and especially being like gang members or whatever.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna talk about right now.
Yeah.
Is everybody jumps on the bandwagon, bro, and they're like, "Oh, you can't play that because that fool's this and that," and yeah, he's whatever he is.
Yeah.
About those whatever he is. But there's a lot of people that have memories to that music. You know what I mean? And they didn't know whatever he wrote the song for is people know now. You know what I mean? And that fool's a dirty dude for doing whatever he did.
Yeah.
You know, but people still have memories. What are you gonna check every single person that wants to listen to a memory that they had with somebody, an ex or something? And then at the end of the day, you gotta give it to the dude. That fool had talent.
He did. He really did.
He had talent. Like that dude. You know, he made a song about everything. He made a song not even rhyming and made it a song, like a big old thing. I don't know if you've seen this one.
That one?
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen. Yeah, that one too. I don't know if you've seen the. It's like a trilogy, bro.
Oh,
and it's like
one of the Isley Brothers.
It's a long.
That's that one, right? The one with the Isley Brothers.
Why don't you let me finish what I was gonna say? Nah, I'm just playing. No, but it's a song, bro. But it's like a 15-part song. It's a series, bro.
Yeah.
And it has a little midget in there. And it's a whole story of talking about how he met this chick.
Yeah.
And this chick had a dude, and the dude's wife was like, it's like a big old thing, and they made it into a big old soap opera, like a novela.
I don't think I've ever seen any other artist do something like that.
Never.
As far as like music video and music, you know?
Yeah. There's a song that a lot of people don't remember, that one he did with Usher. It's called Same Girl.
Same girl, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna show a song tonight that it's a funny story. I'm gonna tell the audience a good story about that.
My favorite song from him, which was almost like one of his last songs, is the one that goes, I think it's "Dance in the Name of Love."
Oh, okay. You like that one?
Yeah. I like the beat. I don't know why.
Okay. All right. You got a little bit of R&B in you.
Hey, no Diddy. All right, we're 19 minutes. We're at 20 minutes, so we're good to go.
Man, why didn't you say we're only supposed to be at 5 minutes?
No. With the talking section has to be
All
covered.
right.
So now we're covered for the talking section. So
All right. So here we go. Cholo contract.
Cholo contract.
Like, where do I start?
I mean, do you want to pull yours out? Do you have your Cholo?
Let me check my Cholo contract, or you know what? Let me check my Palm Pilot right here real quick and see what it says when I joined when I got into my barrio. Let me see what it says right here. The do's and don'ts, what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Right?
Yeah. Do you have to get that notarized, or is there a process?
You know what? You can. It makes it more official.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a stamp on it.
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm bringing this up right now is because people besides yourself, homies shot me this video today.
Oh yeah.
And this video, I don't even need to say the name of this JCat, but this Russian dude decided to make a video saying that he didn't see it in his Cholo contract that he's supposed to back up the raza or do anything because, you know, you're worried about facing an indictment or getting caught up for some reason or whatever. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I think there was another podcaster also.
There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring them all up right now. So first of all, for those, and I hope the gang members are listening right now. The ones that are from righteous neighborhoods that grew up in the neighborhood and that actually know about your barrio and know why you got in besides anything else. Okay? Our barrios aren't okay, first of all, the county labeled us or anybody that's from a so-called barrio a gang member. And that gang thing, they want to tie you into that gang thing where 10 or more are together, that you're a combatant. You're a group of people strategically trying to come against the law. Okay? Therefore, they could issue you a RICO indictment and get a majority of you incarcerated, point blank, so they could gain revenue and make money off of you, because they make money off of you when you're in jail, right? But for the new age Trollos, the ones that like to stay in their studio where it's safe and don't actually go anywhere and like to talk the most politics and make videos without their shirt, showing their tattoos to emulate that there's some reputable person in the neighborhood and that their voice means something. It doesn't. It don't matter how much tattoos that you got. It don't matter if you're all blasted up in your face. It don't matter if you've been on the prison yard, the 4 level. It doesn't matter. I was on the 180. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you went to the hole. None of that matters. None of that matters. What matters is what you're doing here and now, and if you're really down to back up the raza. Okay? So this one Trollo podcaster says, you know, and he voted for Trump.
He voted for Trump.
Voted for Trump. The other thing is, he's not raza. He's Russian. Okay? Raven. The other thing is, he's not a gang member. He's a goth kid. Raven. Okay? Listen, buddy. We back up our people. We back up our people no matter what. No matter what. And you being in prison, you going wherever you want to tell your little story that you were at, you should know better than that. When something happens to your people, being a Southsider, claiming that this area right here is your barrio, whatever's in your barrio, you protect. The people in your barrio. It doesn't matter. You don't, when you see somebody in jail, in prison or whatever, and they're getting assaulted, somebody from another ethnicity is moving on them. Do you say, oh, I'm scared of this indictment? I'm scared of what the repercussions that are going to happen to me. I'm scared that I'm going to get more time. Chale, you don't. You don't. You move and you help your people. And if you don't, you get whacked out. The rules pertain to out here, political. The rules are the same thing. All these vatos that are out here talking about prison and interviewing prison. And let me hear your story. You just did 15 years. Hey, homie, sit on the chair right here next to me and tell me your story.
Yeah.
So enthused about hearing another man's story.
Yeah.
The same story that most of our people are going through. The same thing. They're addicted. Yeah. They're getting involved in gangs, domestic violence. Yep. They got shot at, they got stabbed, or they did it. Yep. You know what I mean? They got ratted on, whatever it's the same story. Yeah. And you're so fascinated and want to bump the numbers for these stories, but when it comes back to political shit, to really protecting your raza because you're a Southsider, where is all that? That vice mayor, Cynthia Gonzalez, right? Yes. She just came forward and she called out. So she named specific gangs. Yeah. Oh, well, where are you now? You call this your barrio. Yeah. You call this your barrio. You're right here and you claim this to be your hood. Yeah. You know what? She is fucking right. She's right.
Is she right?
She's right.
All these guys out here, these podcasters are saying she is 100% wrong.
And you know what? Some of them that are speaking on it are dropout channels and whatever. That's fine. If they wanted to do their own thing and hey, do your thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people that are speaking on it are the ones that weren't actually gang members, the ones that can't be seen in public, the ones that are not going to be downtown in downtown LA, rocking with the rest of the barrios.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are talking about things.
And you know, for the most part, Marvelous, you're right, because when we went there, we saw a lot of young homies.
A lot of homies from different barrios.
Yeah,
what's up, Marvelous? What's up, Maravillas in here? And it ain't even about that.
Nope.
It's not about that.
Yeah.
It's that we're really out here and what we're talking about, and I'm not the only one. There was other dudes out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scar.
Yeah.
The actor.
Scar was there.
He was down there every single day.
He was.
Rocking with his
Scar.
people.
Definitely.
Rocking with his people.
Yep.
He didn't care about no repercussions.
He didn't care.
He was there with all the raza, the youngsters, and calling out people on his show.
Yep.
On his Instagram.
Yep.
Hey, homie, where are you guys at?
Yep.
Where is everybody at?
All these hard guys.
Some dudes showed up over there just to take a picture and leave, homie. Just to take a picture and leave.
Yeah.
And act like they were there. We're getting shot at. No, you didn't. You fat ass.
Yeah.
No, you didn't get shot at. Like, stop lying.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
And it's embarrassing. And you know what? I know they're going to make a video and, oh, Marvelous has no business. No, miss me with that.
Yeah.
Miss me with that. All those little rumors and all that little fake ass shit that you guys want to make up about me. All of you fools have been called out by me.
Yeah.
And all you little girls holding hands that want to come against me were never down in the first place.
Nope.
Especially the one weenie that didn't take a walk with me outside.
Yep.
You know? And wants to run to the internet right away. That's another weenie that voted for Trump.
Another one that voted for Trump.
American. Like, what's so American about you?
Yeah, him. They all voted. That whole group, rappers and podcasters, all of them, they're all came together to vote for Trump and to ask their audience.
It's crazy.
To vote for Trump.
You got Blue Dildo in a little closet making videos on me, talking about all this political stuff, how he's a Southsider from Barrio, whatever, whoop-de-whoop, whatever. He is never nowhere in public. You will never see him.
You're going to see him with a little blue gun.
It will be lights out.
You're going to see him with a little blue
lights
toy gun.
out. That's it. You know? Sucking on the little water gun.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Watching
like,
you.
And then what's sad is that all these youngsters that are watching these cats, they're probably down homies.
Yeah.
They're probably really with the business to be out there. And they, you know what they are? There was a lot of youngsters out there.
Yeah.
And downtown.
Oh,
Every day. They were downtown. But they're watching these cats thinking that there's something real. Yeah. There's something like, oh man, these fools, that's right. Those are the big homies. Those are the OGs. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. Don't ever call another man an OG. You don't know him. There's one they call an OG from my neighborhood. And that vato's a tecato. He is not an OG. All he did was jack stuff for dope. That's it. He's not an OG. You got to earn that. You got to earn that. Stop calling people OGs and big homies.
Yep.
They're not your big homie. They're not. They're not. They don't give a shit about you. They're not rocking with you. They could care less. You know, they're just for they're just for show, homie.
Yeah.
They're for the camera.
Yep.
Look at me. Let me take off this shirt to make a video.
Create division, start rumors, you know,
and they're not lies. And they're not raza.
They're not.
This dude Raven, he's not raza. He's Russian Jew. A fake Jew. Got all bothered because I told him about his ethnicity. And so he got his little homie to fucking go up against me with some knowledge, which failed anyways. You know? How do you think I found out all this stuff about him? Through his own homie that wanted to go on there and lie and, oh, but hey, Marvelous, oh no, youngster, I'm a gang member. I'm a gang member. Like, what the fuck? Like, fool, you should be a gang member's about his word.
If you gotta say it.
About his word.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all these vatos, like, on some other stuff, man.
But it's crazy that to think, you know, and I think I told you earlier, like how low that name is. Like, it got brought down when these guys just started saying we can't show up for those people. You know, we gotta worry about our own people, our own families. We can't. But when you look at our history, like you said, we've always been against injustice. We've always risen up. We've always been.
What do you think we're known for? We're known for being the underdogs. We're known for being the underdogs. That's what we're known for. We're known for being the resistance. Yep. We're always being put down. And you got fools right here making videos and saying, oh, well, I don't got to do that because it wasn't in my gangster contract. It wasn't in my Cholo contract. What are you talking about? None of us that join barrios are scared to go anywhere. Real righteous neighborhoods. You don't go say, oh, I'm not going to go to that mall because, oh, my enemigas are right there. I'm not going to get on that bus because it goes through that barrio and we don't get along with them. Chales, homie. We go everywhere. To every car show, to down Whittier Boulevard, to every function, to the swap meet, wherever we got to go because that's who makes us who we are. Men. We're men. Going to be talking about it wasn't in my gangster contract. There is no contract, homie. You know what you signed up for. You know you could be taken out at any time. These ICE agents aren't really ICE agents. These are vigilantes. These dudes don't got a number. So any of you filming all that stuff, hey, give me your badge number. They don't got a badge number. They don't got a badge number. They're not officers. They just been deputized to handle what is considered the resistance. You, your familia, your uncles, your moms, kids. These are dudes that are bounty hunters.
Yeah.
These are dudes that are coming over here from other states that are being deputized to put your ass in check.
Yep.
So all that filming and stuff, that's not gonna do nothing.
Nope.
And I'm not saying and to any pigs watching me, I don't care. I said it. Any pigs watching and oh, he's making threat. It's not a threat. It's not a threat. When you tell a people to protect their own people, that's what it is. And most of you pigs out there that are deputized or any of you bounty hunters that are a raza, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You are the biggest weenies. You were probably punked in school and couldn't handle it. Or you were the one trying to punk somebody.
Yeah. Now, you know
that's
what,
scandalous.
I do want to clarify
How do you think you're here?
Yep.
How do you think you're here?
I do want to clarify this because these podcasters are twisting that lady's words. That lady never, ever called any of these hoods into a violent action.
Yeah, she never said that.
She never said.
She just said to protect your community.
Protect.
We're out here, NORBEEZ. We're out here and we're saying, oh, you know how when I was little, bro, 11 years old, 12 years old, I'm right there running up on fools. This is my neighborhood.
Yeah.
But what did I do for my neighborhood? Really?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah.
Was I protecting or was I stealing from my community?
Yeah.
You know, my grandpa taught me, this is mijo, listen, this is really a barrio. This is what you got to protect the elote man. Not rob him, not come up on him.
Yeah.
The paleta man, you got to protect him, not run up on him.
Yeah.
He don't got no money. He's struggling.
Yeah.
And he's not a migrant.
Yeah.
He's not a migrant. This is Mexica land that was stolen. No matter what all these Americans say, and oh, this is America, because they're trying to live that fake ass dream,
It's
homie.
not stolen land.
Like for reals, all the indigenous people went through that.
But that's what I'm saying. All these podcasters, they're twisting,
whitewashed.
They're twisting her words though. They're saying that she's calling gang members to act out in violence, but she never said that.
And she's not.
But these guys, and you know that all of these guys that are saying that voted for Trump.
Yeah.
So they're all just feeding into that same narrative, like, no, these people are violent people, you know, and we should obey the laws. We shouldn't get involved.
And what I'm saying, all these vatos that are the trollos, these fake ass podcasters, bro, they want to talk about all these politics and all this time that they did.
Yeah.
And look at my tattoos and I'm all blasted.
Yeah.
And want to live by that political life. Are you active? Are you not? Are you a dropout? And they don't even know the terms and definitions of those words either.
Yeah.
They were never political in their life.
Yeah.
They never worked for nobody. They don't know nobody. They don't know nothing about that, bro. But they're right here yapping about it, getting in trouble.
Yep.
Getting in trouble.
Yep.
A gang of them. They need to shut the hell up.
They do.
They don't know what they're talking about, NORBEEZ. They're out here and they're pushing politics on younger homies.
Yeah.
You can't be on my show if you're this and that and that and this. Who are you even living like that?
Yeah.
You're not. You're going home and to your wife and your kids where it's safe.
Yeah.
You're not living out here like that. But you're pushing these politics and little issues on the youngsters that believe in you because they think you're an OG and they think you're a big homie and you ain't shit.
Poser.
You're
right?
not.
A fakey.
You're not.
Fake.
You're never going to see them nowhere by themselves, bro.
No.
You're not.
No.
They're going to gather up a bunch of little youngsters. They're going to gather up about 50 homies to go to America, No Jumper with them. They're not going to be by themselves nowhere.
No.
They're not.
No.
They're scared of that life. They're not with that life, but they want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You know, this is really like, if you're gonna live that way, then live all the way that way.
Yeah.
Do it all the way.
Yeah.
If you say this is your barrio, then anybody in your community, you protect them. You protect them.
Exactly. And then
help them make money.
And that's the thing too, man, because look, when me and you went there, we didn't go there with an act of violence. We went there to
educate
and protest, and you be with our people, be with our community.
Yes.
You know, and we saw a lot of other homies that were there.
Yep.
They weren't there acting violent. They were there for the community.
And all those youngsters are looking for a leader too, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the little homie that got shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
We're driving by, bam, jump out the car. His homies left him.
Yeah.
They were leaving him.
Yeah.
But when they see me jumping out the car to go run up to him, then they want to go.
Yeah.
They're looking for somebody.
They're looking for
some
somebody.
leadership.
Yeah.
Be a leader.
Be a leader.
You be a leader. I'm not saying I'm a leader. I'm just saying you be a leader. They're looking up to you. They're watching you. They watch your podcast. You know, they think you're a big homie. You know, you talk about prison. You interview prisoners. You interview people that have been indicted. All these prison, everybody's so infatuated with this jail crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, how to make a spread and how many burpees can you do? And they're not even doing their burpees right.
Yeah.
There's spreads, like, come on, everybody, there's different spreads.
Yeah.
Everybody, like not even that makes a thing, you know, oh, this is how you make a filero, and this is how you do this, and this is for what?
Yeah.
Like, what are you giving our kids? They're not gonna have no brains.
No,
they don't know nothing.
You know what they're giving them? They're giving them ideas of maybe I should get myself caught, so when I do go, so I could go to jail and put all these things into practice.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's, I don't know, man.
Why not talk about the books you read in there, or the I don't know, the fucking what's it called, those certificates you get in there, you know?
Yeah.
Why not talk about those things? You're talking about like how to make all these things in there, like you're pushing that on youngsters so that they could aspire to one day end up there.
Yeah.
So they could use all these things you gave to them.
Yeah, you put that energy out there, that's gonna manifest into reality.
Yeah.
And all these youngsters that think it's cool to join a barrio, that don't know about neighborhoods, that want to talk about politics but don't know about politics and don't know nobody, but heard a story or something. So they're right here telling other youngsters, and all these youngsters are right here. Look at my barrio. Look at where I kick it. Yeah. This is us, and they're just right there, quick to lift up their shirt and show these tattoos that they never earned.
Yeah.
And all this crap, homie. And it's the whole downfall, and the whole world is watching us.
No, it's bad, bro.
The whole world.
It's bad because I watch these podcasters. I'm not gonna name them, but they're doing the stupidest thing. You see them eating fucking blunts that other fools smoke just to get attention.
That's another pendejo. Compa, look at that dude, all tweaked out. Like, if that's cool.
That's sad. And then you got the podcast that he's also in that had those other two guys that accept him and make him look like he's a guy.
But they're all feeding off each other's energy too.
It's sad
they're all feeding, oh, listen to my story. Listen to my story. And none of these vatos know nothing. They don't know nothing, homie. They can't have an intellectual conversation. Yeah. They're not able to. Yeah. They don't know nothing.
And it's sad because people actually hear them and listen to them. They think they're right.
They get the most views.
Yeah.
They get the most views.
And then they talk the most shit.
It's crazy, bro. But anyways, this was the little thing, that the little issue that I wanted to address.
Yeah,
is
definitely.
that if that the vice mayor, whatever, Cynthia Gonzalez, hey homie, she's right. She's right. If you're from a barrio, from a righteous neighborhood, if you're from a righteous neighborhood, you should be protecting your community. These motherfuckers are vigilantes. They're not real agents. They don't have no number. So stop asking them for their number. These fools are from out of state, staying at Airbnbs, eating steak, lobster, whatever they want to accommodate them. All right? And they're going buck wild right now.
Yeah.
Because they have racism in them or have been misled to believe or even know their true ethnicity. They don't know that. All right? Bro, you got podcasters that aren't even raza. They're Russian.
Yep. Talking
about, how it's good and you know, believing in the American dream. You got to be asleep to live it.
Yep.
It's not a reality. That's the reason why they call it a dream. You're never going to get there. You're never going to get there. You want to live that shit? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. If you're from a barrio, protect your raza. Protect your people. All right? Help them build. Educate the youngsters. Show them what it is. If they're going to be from your barrio, They're going to be from your neighborhood. School them on your neighborhood. Tell them how it started.
Yeah.
Tell them what they're going to end up being unalive for.
Yeah.
At least give them that. Because they're going to run into another vato growing up just like them. Beans and rice, struggling on food stamps, domestic violence, addiction, all that stuff, being incarcerated, all that. They're growing up just like you.
Yep.
Just like you. And none of us are being educated with nothing but ignorance.
Yep.
Just ignorance, bro. All of you vatos. If you're from a righteous barrio, a righteous neighborhood, handle that shit, homies. Handle that. And all these podcasters, they want to be Mr. Super Sureño Southsider. Call them out on their shit.
Yep.
Tell them to stop woofing behind a camera.
Yep.
Tell them to really go. If you got an issue with the vato, you got an issue with Marvelous, hey, go look him in his eyes and tell him that. Don't tell me. Don't make a video about it.
Yep.
You got the whole world believing a bunch of trash. Homie, come on.
Yep.
If I had anything bad on my name or anything, my own homies would have got me already.
Yep.
I would be out of here. I'm everywhere. Everywhere. Don't let them make a little video or say some shit about me afterwards, after the fact. That's just that's just frivolous, homie. Be with the business.
Yep.
These vatos want to call themselves gang members and that they're from barrios and all this and that. Tell them stop being scared and let me see you on the front line.
That's right.
Go out there and protect your people since you're for the raza. Mr. I voted for Trump.
Yep. You know what's crazy? I told you earlier that even I think Dr. David Sanchez from the Brown Berets, he even said back in the days, almost 70% of the Brown Berets
All
were
veteranos from neighborhoods.
From neighborhoods.
Out there educating the raza and the movement.
Yep.
Together.
Yep.
Together.
They didn't care about an indictment.
Yeah. We're going to get busted. Oh, I get okay, you tell the homies when you're in jail, when you're in your cell, and you get that wheelop for hard candy, homie, you tell them, hey, homie, but, hey, I might get 10 years at it, dog. Hey, well, what if they find this on me? You go tell them that, and you see what they tell you. You see what they tell you. Hard candy for you, Ese. Yep. Hard candy.
Yep.
Mr. Cholo contract. I didn't see that in the fine lines.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad we're doing this, Marlis, because, you know, we saw a lot of the youngsters out there and they were protesting and they were doing their thing. And that made me very happy.
Yeah.
And then I hear these guys that, you know, they do have an audience and their people, their audience do listen to them. And it sucks because they're telling their audience, don't be with those people, meaning us, meaning raza. Don't help us out. Don't be part of it. Keep yourself away.
Yeah.
We have no business. It's not in our contract. And that's why I'm glad we did this emergency live, because we want to tell the people that what they're doing is wrong. They're going against us, the people, these kidnappers, because that's what they are. They're kidnapping our people. They're targeting us, brown people. And you hear these podcasters that say, "Don't get involved. Don't get involved."
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with you. Of course, it has everything to do with them, because they're picking up brown citizens.
Yeah, and a lot of the influencers that are supposedly from the black community, right? Yeah. Want to say, oh, well, this isn't our fight. You shouldn't be out there with the raza, and that's their thing. No, Charles, it's not just our own thing. It's not. We were both hung from trees. We both went into captivity. Both of us.
Yeah, let's record it.
Both of our tribes. Documented. There's no separation.
We went through the same thing.
It's retarded for them to see. And for them to get mad at all the black dudes that were out there.
Yeah. They shouldn't do that.
They shouldn't do that.
No.
You know?
And
but anyways.
Shout out to the black brothers and sisters that do show up, that were there at the protest and are still talking for us.
Even one that made a video on me, offering me water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And saying, be safe. Be safe.
Yeah. That was crazy. Crazy, yeah.
But anyways, this is the little thing, the little emergency live. There ain't no Cholo contract. You know what you signed up for, and that's to really protect your barrio. If you want to claim a neighborhood, otherwise, then don't even claim your neighborhood.
That's right.
Don't even claim your neighborhood.
Nope.
So all you older homies from their barrios, your older homies from the Nela and all that, Sela, wherever I've spoke on today, check these fools, homie. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. You know how it is. You know how you grew up. You know your struggle. You know what you should be fighting for. Your people. This ain't about, oh, I'm scared if I'm gonna get busted or whatever the hell. You're just protecting your people.
Yeah.
And to all the pigs, I never once said anything violent.
Not once.
So miss me with that.
We said protect.
Protect your people. And for all you hurras on the other side of the line right there, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. You're only protecting policy, not a law.
Not only that, but even the podcasters that say you shouldn't be upset at these officers that are raza and they're just doing their job.
Yeah, there's no such thing. Doing your job is protecting your people. That's doing your job. Protecting your children, your bloodline, your heritage, your cultura. That's doing your job. Not something that you're getting paid. You don't get paid when you speak about stuff like this. I did this for years before I even had a podcast. Everybody, hey, you should do a podcast because you're going to make money. It's not about making money. It's not about making money or numbers and none of that. Because with those with ears to hear and eyes to see, it's for you. It's for you. It's ain't about money or views and this is what you're going to do. Nah. It's because this is what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
This is what your ancestors have been dying for.
Yep.
They've been dying for. They went through migration periods, traveling with their feet, like on rocks, mountains, deserts, struggling through captivities so you can be here. Nobody said you get a chance to relax and enjoy what they worked hard for and died for. You don't get to relax and watch a big screen TV now and have a nice car and call it a blessing. Chale, the blessing is fighting for your bloodline. That's the blessing. So fight for them. Don't be a weenie like these fools right here. And stop believing these other vatos that are other ethnicities. It isn't in their blood. It's not in their spirit to fight. It's not in their spirit to fight. That's why they weenie up all the time. It's not in them. They're never going to agree with it. You can't convince a person like that. It's not in their spirit. They're not with you. They're not. And they're not a part of you. That's all I gotta say.
All right, well,
names.
All right, we're gonna read these super chats and then we're gonna cut and go and cut this live and then do the music live. This super chat, Chris from Arizona said, "Speak that shit."
Appreciate you, Chris. Gracias, homie.
Tommy Rocha also did a super chat. He said, "You called it correct. A lot of these aren't even real officers. They don't have the power to arrest. It's an embarrassment to see no one defending."
Facts.
But that being said, yeah. So this is we're done. We're gonna move on to the next live. So we're gonna go off right now. If everyone could hit the like and share this live with other people. I appreciate you.
Call out these podcasters, man. Go in their comment section or hit them up on their phones. Tell them to stop being weenies already. It's ridiculous.
Clip it. Put it on your Instagram, your TikTok. Show Marvelous calling out all these people that are trying to tell our people, don't fight for them. Stay in your home.
I appreciate you guys for your time. Thank you.
That being said, guys, we're gonna head out. We're gonna head out and go to the other live and bring you the jams. All right. So thank you for everyone for joining us for this emergency live. Like I said, hit the like button so you can share it. If you can, clip it. Put it out there on stories and on your reels, on your TikToks, on your YouTube. Put it out there and then call these people out because they shouldn't be telling their audience to not help their own people. It's embarrassing. But you ready to go, Marvelous?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the live that's gonna start in about 20 minutes, maybe less. So stay tuned.